House Small Business Committee is meeting this morning. They're holding a hearing looking at the economic stimulus bill, the second measure passed by Congress a couple of weeks ago in response to the coronavirus crisis. We understand there are about 15 members left to speak, and they'll be testifying here, and they're gaveling back in now.
Testimony, starting with Mr. Phillips of Minnesota, is recognized for 2 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Evans. And as a small business owner myself, I'm grateful to all of you for the important work you do on behalf of small businesses. In a couple of hours, I'll be voting to inject another $310 billion into our exhausted small business relief programs. But I do so with serious reservations. For while the need is as real as it is urgent, the programs simply are not working as intended. Far too many small businesses in my district and throughout the country have not been able to access the PPP or EIDL programs, even as they face the real prospect of having to close their doors for good. Once again, I'm afraid a federal program designed to support every business is benefiting those which need it the least at the expense of those which need it the most. Take independent restaurants, cafes, bars, and clubs, for example, the quintessential community small businesses without which no American town would ever be the same. Most are now shut down, and many are being shut out. Take Jason, the owner of Money's Bar and Grill in small but mighty Maple Plain, Minnesota. PPP did not work for him due to the 75-25 rule, the 8-week window, and other challenges with the covenants. So he applied for an EIDL loan on April 8th, over 2 weeks ago. And what did he hear back? Crickets. Not even an acknowledgement of receipt of his application. You could say that Money's couldn't get the money. Now, there are thousands of businesses in my district that have benefited from PPP and EIDL loans, and I'm grateful for that. But there are thousands more who have been shut out and need our help now. It will not matter how much money we throw at the problem if the system by which it's distributed is inaccessible to businesses who need it the most. My recent letter to Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin proposes much-needed common-sense changes, and I submit it for the record. Despite these challenges, I do remain hopeful. And this bill, while imperfect, will surely help more people. But our job is not done. We must fix what's broken and ensure that intensive oversight and accountability is present where the money flows and where it goes. And to the small businesses of our country, I say, keep the faith, because help is on the way. Thank you, Mr. Chair.